Hi! Happy camp! It's here! April 1st. Let's go! Hello, I am Sophie Going On. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Camp Nano! Welcome to camp. It is like 9 a.m. on April 1st. I know, got an early start today for once, but she's right here and I have written 3 lines. Yeah, I know. Impressive, I'm aware. Let's do some intro stuff before we even get started. If you don't know, this is my project for camp, Project Glass. It is a horror, supernatural, altered self book about 2 sisters in a town that's been taken over by this virus that kills people, but like it doesn't kill them because it uses their bodies as like a vessel. So like they're gone, but they're not dead. Yeah, that's the project. And my goal is to finish this draft. This is draft 1. I had a 0 draft for this project, so this is like the 2nd iteration of it, but draft 1. I am tracking that, since I'm handwriting it, by how many plot points I finish. In here, my outline, there is 47 plot points, like plot cards. They might be split into multiple scenes, or like it might be an entire chapter. Like it's not a super concrete like card equals this. So once I finish a card on here, it gets put into the camp website. So I have 47 words on the NaNoWriMo website that I need to complete before the end of the month. That being said, I did not when I set up my project on the website account for the fact that I had already written a little bit in this project already. So I put all 47 points in as my goal. So 47 words goal. I have already done 10 of the 47. So this morning, right when I woke up, I got to say I was already 10 words into my goal. So I'm already way ahead of schedule. Feels good to say that, but now I am 20-ish% of the way towards my goal, which is cool to see on the website. But that did take me half of the month to do, half of March to do, so we're gonna have to pick up the pace slightly. But so far, like I said, I only have 3 lines in this chapter and for this month. So we're gonna get cooking. I also have an exam tomorrow that I need to study for, so today's gonna be a busy day. Today's gonna be a little busy, but we're gonna make it work. I want to get at least 2 points done today, I'm pretty sure. Because I know the point that I'm working on right now is a backstory scene, but it's a backstory scene that I've written before in my previous attempt at writing draft 1. Yeah, probably two cards can be done today. I think that's realistic. And that was my goal today, actually. I needed 2 words on the website to stay on track. Clearly I don't need that anymore because I cheated and put the 10, but I still want to get 2 done while the enthusiasm is at its peak. So towards like the end of the month, I don't suck as hard. We're gonna do this, we're gonna study, get productive. That's what's happening. That's what's happening this month. Welcome to week 1. Cool. Happy day 2. I didn't film anything yesterday because I didn't write anything yesterday. I'm gonna do a quick update today before I go back to writing. Also, sorry, that was so loud. I'm about to go to a coffee shop. So I need to finish this before I get another drink. Okay, day 2. What did I do yesterday, actually? Let me start from the very top. I have an exam for my one class that I'm taking this semester that I still need to do tonight, but I was studying for that yesterday for the most part, and I made a cute little study guide. Very fun. I'm hoping it can carry me through the test because I'm scared. But I did that yesterday, and then I was watching some YouTube videos about like speculative biology and like sci-fi and stuff like that, and like concept art. That really inspired me, and I ended up working on my sci-fi project star. I worked on a drawing of the characters' spacesuits because I had designed a spacesuit already, but it was just like one drawing and it wasn't super detailed, and I wanted to do one that was more complete. So the one that I did has like a front-facing part and then a back-facing part, so you can see the whole suit. And I think it turned out very well. But I did that yesterday instead of write Project Glass. So after I talked to you guys, I did not do any writing. And I'm still very much on the Project Star train. I want to do a similar drawing that I did for the spacesuit for the enemy alien species that they were fighting against for the whole trilogy. I haven't started that yet, but I want to. But today I actually have written, I would say, a pretty good chunk. I have not finished a plot point yet. I'm almost done. This is a backstory scene to the beginning of when this like virus started spreading through the town. The main character's parents are still alive. Spoiler alert, they're dead at the beginning of the book, so they're dead. But it's a flashback scene to when they were alive, and it's actually the scene where they get infected. So, that's fun. But I'm like 3/4 of the way through right now. They haven't actually been attacked yet, but the scene ends like right after the main character, who we're seeing this memory from, realizes that her parents are in danger. Well, I guess they were always in danger, but like the fact that now, like, she knows this is the beginning of the end because they've been infected. She can see that they've been infected, and they're gonna be gone in like 2 weeks. So that's a fun scene. But it ends before all that grief and sadness. It just ends in fear. But that is the plot point that I'm working on. And then the next one is like way more chill. Way more chill. Yeah, the next one, like, they're just at school in present day of the story, but I want to finish that backstory scene before I do my test, at least. And then after that, I want to get the second plot point done that I wanted to get done yesterday, but I want to do it today. And hopefully do the next one, because the next one isn't even like a scene, it's just like a world building setup thing where we see like the town government starting to put more restrictions on the town, and that interferes with one of the main character's plans and her motivation and everything. It's not really a plot point, but it is something I have to mention in the next scene. So if I finish the scene after that plot point, I technically get 2 points for 1. That's a bargain. That's a steal. I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna go to that coffee shop, and we're gonna see how much I can get done. I'm not gonna be there for long. We'll see what happens, but I'm taking it with me. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Hello. Happy day 3. I haven't talked like this entire day because it was a weird day. Kind of was running around for a little bit, also getting some good stuff done, which I want to talk about. First of all, I have one of these. It's a books e-reader. I had one and then it broke because I didn't put a case on it and I was pretty irresponsible with it. So the screen broke. So I got a second one that I will be taking care of much better, but I've had the actual reader for like a week. And then I finally got the case today. Look how cute. Look how cute. It's so little. There it is. How fun. But now I can actually take this places and not have to worry so much about breaking the screen again, because that's so embarrassing. Anyways, I have that. And also this, I have not drawn traditionally in months, and I'm getting back into it. I'm getting back into like actually drawing on paper because I'm pretty sure I said this yesterday. I have been world building for Project Star like crazy. If I have not said that already in this video, I have been world building and designing for Project Star like crazy. I have this. Here's one page. This is for the main enemy alien race species thing. This is another one. I made a time lapse of this drawing actually, but this is like the main species that they're conflicting with in the series. And then I did this today. I did those other two yesterday, but I did this today. This is another alien species that they interact with frequently throughout the series. They're like history and like lore collectors, I guess. They collect the history and myths and just everything about different species in the universe. And they end up both helping and hindering my main characters by giving them information that frankly they didn't ask for, but you know, sometimes it was beneficial. But I've been doing that. Kind of cute, kind of fun. I miss drawing traditionally, and I should definitely do it more because that's great. That's awesome. I've also worked on Project Glass, do not worry. Yesterday, I did 2 plot points. Today, I have also done 2. And I think I am gonna be done for today because I have a video to edit for you guys. Gonna be doing that instead tonight, but I did finish this notebook. Book 1, Notebook 1 of Project Glass is complete. It is completely full. And now we're on to book 2. This one I haven't labeled yet because I need a Sharpie or else it'll just smudge all over the place. I also finished a chapter, chapter 9. And chapter 10, which is coming up, is another backstory scene, which I'm excited for. It is a scene that we see from one of the main characters' point of views. It's her memory of their parents turning into the creatures, and it really goes into the steps that have to happen in order for this to occur. Like after infection, there's some physical changes. They're pretty small physical changes, but there are changes that really indicate that like you're cooked. And then there's like loss of speech or like coherent speech, loss of comprehension, just like a lot of things that happen in succession, very quick succession of each other, until humanity is like almost completely lost in this person and they start physically transforming. It's kind of good that they've lost most of their comprehension by the time this happens, because they're literally being like broken apart and reconstructed by this virus before they inevitably vanish into the forest and become these creatures. We're going to see a lot of that from one of my main character's point of views. The last backstory chapter scene that I had, that was told from the older sister of this book. That was told from her perspective and her memory because she witnessed firsthand what had happened, and my other main character, the younger sister, did not. She did not see it. So this time around it's going to be told from the perspective of the younger sister, who is like a very sentimental person and very connected to this town and the people in it, and I mean her parents obviously, but they're her foundation. They're her, like, everything. Her older sister kind of has her own backbone, her own support system. She has a plan for the future at this point, so a loss of her parents isn't as dramatic as it is for the younger sister, because she is still a kid. Well, they're both kids, I guess, but she's like 13, like 13, 14. The older sister's 15, 16, I think, at this point. So she's got like a job, she's well into high school, like she knows what she's doing for the most part. And the younger sister is still very much relying on their parents. So seeing it from her perspective is very much like an emotional, physical, like everything break. This is truly the end kind of thing. And it also kind of shows how quickly the older sister fills their place, because obviously younger sister's not going to do it. She is still heavily reliant on these people. She is not going to be able to fill their role almost immediately. So the older sister kind of just sweeps in. She takes it over. And I think that'll hopefully set up their dynamic a little bit better too, because obviously it's been set up. We're 10 chapters into the book, but I think it'll show how quickly the older sister assumed responsibility for everything. But I haven't even written the scene yet. I have not written it ever. Haven't written it in my first attempt at draft 1. So this is going to be a completely fresh and new scene. So we'll see how that goes. I probably won't write it tonight because, once again, video. I'm excited, and hopefully I will be able to write it tomorrow. But that is my update. I've been just so inspired to write lately. Just work on my stories. As in, like, I haven't been able to work on 2 different stories at the same time in forever. Literally forever. For the past, like, year, maybe, I have just been completely focused on one story at a time, no jumping back and forth. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's like if I did do 2 projects, I would neglect both of them, and like nothing would get done in either of them. And finally, I feel like I'm actually doing good work in 2 different projects at the same time, and that's great. But that is it from me today. I'm gonna put those 2 plot points into the camp website, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah! Hi, happy day 6. I did not film yesterday or the day before that because I rock, but today was stream day, so we got a good amount done. I didn't film the other 2 days because I like barely did anything. I think I managed like a plot card a day. Yeah, I did 1 on the 4th and 1 on the 5th. Not bad. Now I have just finished another one. Big ups. Big ups. It was huge. It was an entire chapter, and the chapter was like 1,500 words long, and I think it turned out okay. It was a flashback chapter about the parents dying. There was a lot of information I wanted to put in there. I wanted to put how their mother reacted because it's their father that gets infected first. I wanted to put details in like how the transformation takes place, like what happens to the human body as the virus takes over. And then third, how my 2 main characters are reacting. These are their parents that are being like killed. I was gonna say slowly. Not slowly. It takes about like a week and a half for it to fully take over, but I had a lot I wanted to cover in the scene, so it took a while. It took a while. I think I also figured out a plot hole that I didn't realize I had. Or, well, I realized I had it, but I thought it would be okay. I thought I had a solution, but I think I have a better solution now, and that is the fact that these are people getting infected, turning into these glass arms, these creatures, and infecting other people. Why don't people just kill the infected? As terrible as that may sound, why don't they just shoot them dead before they are able to fully transform into the glass arm and leave and escape? And I think I figured out a way. And that way is by making the virus take on the body as a vessel and not so much controlling the body parasitically. As in, like, the host does not need to be alive. The host does not need to be alive for this virus to use the body, it completely reanimates the body. So by the end, when a human turns into a glass arm, the person is dead, technically. They're gone, but it is the virus that is keeping them alive and is now technically the host because they're in control. I don't know. But that's the thing. Even if you kill someone who has been fully infected, the body is still usable. The virus will still use the body, and it's only after you kill the virus within the body, as in like it's fully taken form and you hurt that body and kill that body, does it die. That's what I came up with, because that wouldn't make sense. I feel like this town, if they knew that if they killed the infected before they transformed, that it would get rid of glass arms, they would do that in a heartbeat. Someone get infected, they're like, you're done, you're cooked. But they don't do that. They don't do that, and glass arms are still a problem in the town. So I was like, okay, we need a different reason. We need a different reason why they don't do that. There needs to be a wall there that they hit, and it just doesn't work. I think I figured it out. That being said, because I figured it out that way, there is a scene in the other flashback chapter that I did earlier that I need to fix, because in that backstory scene, a man gets infected, they shoot him dead, he remains dead. He isn't transformed. So I feel like that would be a good place to establish the fact that even if you kill the host, you do not kill the infection. I don't know. But that's what just happened. Cute, but moving on. We're now in the present again, and back at school. This scene is the beginning of the end for one of my main characters' like love interest, and it really just sets her into motion, I guess. This is the beginning of the end. And then right after that, there's 2 scenes in this plot point, and then right after, we're back into backstory. Period. What was I doing? I'm going to try and do these 2 today. Maybe this one as well. That would finish this, well, not finish, but that would really solidify this arc, this sad arc with the love interest. And that would be good. That would be good to have. I'm gonna drink more of this coffee out of my cute little Kiki's Delivery Service bottle and get back to work. Okay, hi. It is day 7 of camp. Hi, happy day 7. I'm kind of behind from where I want to be. I literally didn't say this to the vlog at all, but this was like a mental thing that I had. I wanted to be done with the 2nd page by the end of this week. That would basically put me on pace to be done with a page a week, and then the book would be done. That would be great if I could get here by the end. Currently, I'm right here. So I have this scene, which is basically going to be a chapter all on its own, and then I have this scene to write all by the end of the day. So we're a little behind, and this is actually like 2 scenes right here. So this plot point is 2 scenes. This is a chapter. I don't know how many scenes that's going to be, and then this is going to be a scene. That is my goal, to get this page finished. And then yeah, again, that'll set me up to have 1 page completed a week for camp. And then I'll be done with the book. And then the book will be done. And draft 1 will be done. I also have homework I need to do, but we don't have to worry about that, okay? I still got coffee in this from yesterday. I'm probably gonna make more because this is not gonna be enough for today. And we're gonna get cooking. Here's my notebook. But I'm gonna work on this, probably go make more caffeinated beverages. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a little bit, hopefully with some good progress done. Okay, hi. It is day 8. Oops. But I did write a very good amount yesterday. Hold on. You put these bad boys on. Much better. Also, I look so small. Okay, I'm like currently packing my bag to like leave the house. So we're gonna do that at the same time. I did not finish the last plot point that I wanted to on the page, but I did finish the other 2. Big win, big dub. And I was going to write it. I wanted to. It was like 2 in the morning at that point though. And I was like, maybe it's not the smartest to do that, especially when I needed to get up early today, technically. So I was like, okay, maybe I won't. And also that plot point, that final plot point, is the opening scene for a chapter that I wanted to keep from the zero draft. Like, keep. I wanted to keep the dynamic. It's one of the main character's highs, or like a false high, and then it's the other main character's low point, or the beginning of the low point for her. So it's very much like they're in complete opposite states for this chapter, and I wanted to keep that parallel and make it be like, yeah, this is her high, this is her low, like, things are gonna start getting more tense because now they're on completely different, like, tracks and, like, wavelengths, I guess. So, I kept it for today because I wanted to write that chapter all at once. But, that is week one. That is week one for you. I don't think I did bad at all. I like that I discovered that if I do a page a week, then I can finish the book in time. I'm hoping I can stick with that, because if I can, then I'll have a finished draft by the end of April, which is the goal. But all in all, good first week. We are on track thus far. 10 out of 10. But that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. How did week one go for you? Hopefully good. Hopefully you're on track as well. And if you're not participating in camp, how did the week go for you? How's life been? How are your projects doing, even if you're not doing camp? Let me know everything in the comments, and hope to see you in the next one. Peace.